one of my favorite tracks, and one of my favorite cars. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the perfect video. Today, we're in the Ferrari GT3 at Spa. It's going to be a challenge, so join me and let's get into qualifying. Rounding the final corner before our first time lap, and we have to remember that the outlap is so long here, this is going to be our only chance. So we have to make it good, no track limits or anything like that. Let's just make it clean, if not fast. Now, Teo, if you're watching, I have to say I did watch your hot lap for this, but it was a few days ago, so I'm sorry if I don't follow everything perfectly. But I did get a few tips, especially on braking points and actually lines through corners, which is really helpful. So thank you. Coming along the Camel Straight now. One of the tips I got is not to go all the way to the edge here, because then we have another right-hander, so we'll be better placed for that. Now that is good. And slow down enough here. He was double apexing that a bit, but I didn't brake hard enough. And I have to remember to be very gentle on the accelerator in this car, because it is prone to spins if you're not careful. Another sort of double apex point here. Beautiful. I think that's okay. It's clean. It's okay. Oops. Bit of a snap. We made it through okay. And now we just have pretty much a long straight, just kinks in it rather than corners, until the final chicane. We can take this flat if we're careful, and we are. Bit slow, not wide enough. It can be improved, but we have made a clean lap, and that's all we can really ask for. Maybe if we're quick, we can fit another lap in here. Oh, put this in P4. That's not bad, actually, so far. Okay, P6, down to P6 already. But it's only 5 minutes gone. We actually might have a chance for a second lap here. It's just in slower cars, maybe, obviously, that you don't get enough time. Maybe I haven't raced in quick enough cars here. So we actually might get a second chance now. Eau Rouge and Radion done, through onto the Camel Straight. Probably a bit slower here than last time, but that's okay. I think the rest of the lap's been improved. Sliding through there a bit more than I would have wanted. I'm gonna have to lift. Oh, I didn't lift in time. I couldn't predict the slide, and that has ruined my laps. Not bad overall. We can take some confidence from that lap into the race. So join me and let's head to the grid. We're finishing up a formation lap behind the pace car. I ended up in P10. It's a 15-minute race, so we have plenty of time to build on that. We really want a nice, precise, clean race. Let's see if we can do this. Pace car is off. Oh, we've rounded the final corner. They're backing us up.
Let's go.
Green light. Let's go. I've made an overtake.
15 minutes left. That's 15
Nothing
minutes.
stupid into the first corner. We've got time. Oh, there's been a big dive down the inside. I've gotten off track for that first corner. Now this is very dangerous, because we know there's going to be accidents here pretty much on the first lap. Little lift, I think, would be advised. And now,
okay.
let's follow them down the Camel Straight. There's a guy getting a tow from me as well behind. Oh my god, there's a guy off there as well to the left. We are steaming down the Camel Straight here. Another guy's off there. And I've made a pass. That's a good move, I think. Nicely taken. He's looking to dive down the inside. That's not going to happen. Not here anyway. Gentle on all the pedals. Cannot afford anything stupid. Someone looks like they're holding everyone up. I don't know if they're slow or if they've had an incident or something, but it just looks like this white car in front is holding these two other drivers up. Oh, there's a spin. Had to avoid. Didn't get off track, thankfully.
There's an incident in stand line.
So it's another place we've made up. Into the bus stop chicane. Oh, and he's gone into the pits. Perfect. So that's, again, another place I've made up. P5. This is huge. If I could finish here, that would be incredible. But a long way to go until that. Okay, no lifting this time through Eau Rouge and Radion. And not changing up. Till we get up the top. That's more like it. That's exactly how I wanted to take that. Good corner. Gentle on the pedals on the exit. And we're going through under the Vodafone sign. Still in P5. This is good. Not too early. And then hold it through. Puon. Lovely. Concentrating hard here. Trying to absolutely maximize what I can get from this race. Just trying to stick with the people behind, in front. And into the bus stop.
The leader's just done.
Beautiful.
20, now 10 minutes left. Just
10 minutes to go, which means we've had 5 minutes already. A third of the race distance done. Induction. And the gap behind has fallen to just 1.3 seconds. Gap in front has increased a little bit to 2.9. Still smooth race so far. Yeah, and careful in La Source for track limits. Keeping things consistent, which is good to see. No major incidents thus far. But he's made a little mistake. It's back above. 1.3 now. Gap in front, 2.6. Nicest I've taken that corner so far, I think. And that one's not too bad either. Hopefully we can avoid the understeer here. Nope. Did need to lift once again. Really need to work on the last corner. Just smashed half a second on me behind.
They're faster than us into the chicane. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
Oh, very deep. The gap is decreasing in front, but it's decreasing behind as well. Only 5 minutes to go. Gap to the lead is only 6.9, so I'm not doing too badly. I can be happy so far. I'm not going to fight it too hard when it eventually does happen because he's quicker than me so far, and a 6th place would still be something to celebrate for me in this race. I have a feeling he's going to dive into the chicane. I don't know why. I don't think he's close enough to try it, but may he anyway. I'm not going to defend it though. I'm just going to go the normal line. He pulled out, but he didn't have a go. I think that's one of the best times I've taken the chicane, to be fair. Oh, someone's gone very wide there in front of us. So there's been a change for 4th place. Pablo Suzate is now our next rival in front. Ooh, Jacobs behind me has a slipstream, a big one. Yeah, he's going to try it, and I don't blame him. He's made it stick. He's...
Bad luck, Nick.
I've got a bit...
Get away. You're reeling. Jacobs in. The gap is 0.7.
I got a bit squirrely behind him, and probably because I changed down too many gears, so that didn't help. But he made the move. He made it cleanly, and can't complain too much about that. We're sticking pretty close behind him, and we're both gaining in front of that. So Suzate, Guilfoyle, both very close now. The gap to the lead is small, 7.8 seconds over a whole race distance. It's pretty good. And this is going to be the white flag lap. Look how packed everyone is together. Another off track in the chicane. All over now. Let's see if we can get any sort of momentum together. The last lap, remember? I don't think there's going to be any opportunity for an overtake. They are quite a way off in that sense. Although Suzate has just run wide, and it looks like Jacobs is going to make a move. They've made contact, and one's disappeared. I don't know where he went. On my screen, he was okay. Oh, he manually disconnected. Incredible. We're back in 5th. I don't know if that was because of the contact or just a coincidence, but he's gone. I'm hoping for a lunge on someone here to create a crash. There hasn't been one. And they're not going to catch me up behind either. I can take my time round the chicane to not put my foot on the accelerator too hard. And that is coming home P5 from P10. That is a brilliant race.
Well done.
Very happy with us. Before I check the results, don't go anywhere because we have a second race coming. And don't forget that I now have a Discord, so if you want to share everything sim racing and racing IRL, come be part of our community. Link is the first in the description. And the results are in. Not bad, okay? Plus 0.04 on our safety rating, so getting close to that 3 that we need, and then plus 45 to our I rating, so closer now to 1300 than 1200, which is huge. Now, last time out in the video, we had a pretty disappointing race at Laguna Seca in the GR86. So today, I'm going to avenge that and go back. Yes, we're going to head back to Laguna Seca in the GR86 and see if we can have a much better race this time. So join me and let's get into qualifying. And crossing the line to start my first timed lap. So I was P2 in practice, which gives me some confidence going into this qualifying session. No. But I did just mess up the first corner. Didn't get any incident points, so I can continue on this lap and have it as a backup in case my second lap goes wrong. Coming up now to the famous corkscrew. Hard on the brakes, turning in, not accelerating too hard or too early. And that's good. Out wide here on the left-hander, down the hill, and accelerating all the way through using the runoff. Nicely taken, and then we've just got one corner to go. It's a slow left-hander, and we've made it through nicely. Coming up to the line to start our second time lap. So this will be a backup in case something happens here. I don't think it's a great time, although 139.8, not bad.
139.8.
I could be in contention for pole here. Never mind. That will have wasted some time. I could still possibly improve on my lap. That corner, I think, was faster than last time, so you never know. This may not be a completely useless lap. Accelerating partway through. Both laps have been clean. So, can we improve on our time? And coming up across the line, where are we?
You're now
Ooh,
1.2 off the
okay.
pace.
We only made up one position, but in the 138s, 138.9. Oh, and we're back down again. But P5 is still good. I will take that. As has been the case for most races recently, not perfect qualifying, but good and something to build on. So join me and let's head to the grid. Here we are, setting off on our formation lap. I did end up staying P5, so that is a good qualifying position. And we have now a long race ahead of us, 25 minutes. Safety car has pulled away. We have just one corner to go. When's he gonna go? When's he gonna go? He's going already. He's going. We are away.
Let's go.
Green lights. Being cut off. I've lost a position. Coming up to the first corner. And we've stuck behind everyone. Nothing too silly to start off. We lost one position on the start. But apart from that, everything is looking okay in the first few corners. Looks like he's going to pull a move ahead. And while those two are fighting, looks like I may gain one position back. I will. I'm going to lift off a bit earlier through here. Following now, Ganzo in front. So I'm back in 5th. Taking the corkscrew. Now, little lift off. And accelerating through on the left-hander. And coming up to the last corner. Which he brakes unusually early for in what I've been doing. Now we're getting a tow down the straight to finish the first lap. Oh, scheisse! No, I've made a mistake in the corkscrew. This is going to be hard to rejoin safely. I've lost a bunch of positions.
All right, Nick. The next car is Shaw.
Oh dear. I took the corkscrew too tight. That's what happened. And I'm going to go through, I think, here. Yeah, I am going to go through. There's two fighting ahead. Oh, that looks purposeful. And that means I've passed both of them. We are reeling in the drivers ahead. There's a big pack of them, what looks like 4 potentially. Now I've got to not turn in too early.
Oh. We think it might be Palmer.
Yep. There's one, and I managed to avoid him.
That's 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes.
20 minutes, which means there's been 5. We do have plenty of time.
The driver in front of us is Haley.
Oh, he's gone very wide. That's perfect for us. And another position gained up inside the top 10. So now in 9th. And the gap is getting smaller and smaller.
Yellow flag. Watch out.
Yellow flag ahead.
Turn 6. We think it might be Badillo.
Oh, there he is. Yep. Good. So that's in my class again. He's obviously not happy with someone ahead. There's 2 of them here. Oof. I'm not going to make a move, but I am right up behind him. Here we go. 2 drivers. I think I'm quicker than both. Not meaning to make a move, I just didn't anticipate the braking well enough.
P6 has gone off in.
Lucky they both crashed, and it is inconsequential for me, because that means I'm up now into 7th. No, 6th. 6th. Perfect. So I'm only 1 place off where I was at the start. Lovely last corner, and I can see Stefanovic ahead. 2 back markers in the pits. that will be coming out close to me potentially. Really nailed that first corner. Yep, here's one of them ahead. And this, in fact, is the guy that crashed on the first corner, I believe, that I overtook not long ago. Yeah, this would be a good place to have a move. Good. It's pulled over to cover the inside. And I've gone through cleanly, nicely. Thank you for that. Kevin. Gap behind has increased quite a lot. Now he's stuck behind a back marker, it looks like. It's 4.7 seconds. Maybe there was a little incident there as well, potentially. But it's also increasing in front. 7.3 seconds now, which is a lot. So let's just focus on consistency and nailing every corner every time. Nothing really to say at this point. The gap behind is, well, a lot, but the gap in front, it's getting smaller, but it's still just about 9 seconds, and that's a lot. That's a big gap. But apart from one little off track, we're hitting everything pretty consistently and smoothly, so I can't really complain at this point, and I'm pretty happy with my performance so far. About 7 minutes to go. Oof.
That lap was a
And I've just put my first time in the 138.
Off the pace.
Now my best lap is quicker than the 2 best laps in front of me, but I have to be consistent with that pace to have any chance of catching them, and even then, with only 4 laps to go, it's gonna be unlikely. I think this is going to be a pretty good lap. I would hope this is going to be in the 138s as well. Oh, Stefanovic in front has just beaten my best lap by 400ths. Past the final corner now, on to the white flag lap. So the gap in front is still about 9 seconds. Gap behind, don't even know. But it's quite a long way, I suppose. Which means we just have to be clean on this lap and bring it home. It's not that I've given up on 5th position, but I know that on pure pace I'm obviously not going to get there. If there's a mistake, then we're here to clean up the mess, but our job now is, and for a while now, has been just to bring the car home safely. 5 incident points is not bad, but it's not great. We had that incident losing control in the corkscrew. The other 3 were just minor off tracks. And rounding the final corner, gentle on the pedals, we are coming on to finish in 6th position overall and in our class, which starting from 5th, maybe potentially a bit disappointing because we could have kept 5th without the incident, but overall, very good. And the results are in. So very positive with a plus 0.15 to our safety rating, bringing us so close to the 3 that we need to get into C class. And then our I rating is again positive, plus 33, as well, bringing us closer and closer to 1300. This is the first video in a long time where both races have been pretty successful. Both were clean without any major incidents, potentially the spin at the corkscrew, but aside from that, just off tracks and 2 relatively smart and consistent, precise races. So very good, and can be happy with that for now. Only weakness I have is for the brunettes. You already know I'll kill any shit I do next. No kids, so I'm raising the roof. Next year they'll admit they just stands like an Uzbek.